Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the convocation ceremony of IPHS campus. We are about to begin with the formal proceedings in a very short while. We are waiting the arrival of our dignitaries and our chief guest and our guest of honor. But before they join us inside the hall, we have a few announcements for all of you, so please do pay attention very carefully. We'd like to request all of you to please put your mobile phones on silent mode. So if you've not done that already, please take a moment and put your mobile phones on silent mode. Next, we have allocated the last row for parents with any small children, because if you'd like an easy exit for any emergency, you can feel free to use the last row there to sit if you have small children. We'd also like to request all of the students who are here to please pay attention to how you will be coming up and going down from the stage. When you come to collect your certificate, please come from that side. Okay, you will come up from that side and you will walk to the center. You will collect your certificate. You will smile at the camera. There are marks on the stage for you to stand in that mark. And then you will come down from this side. So I will repeat it once again for the students. Please come from that side and then stand in the center, look at the camera for the photograph, and then come from the other side. So that is an instruction for the students. We'd also like to inform all of the parents and the well-wishers, family members, friends who are here for the students. Please remember Ladies and gentlemen, our ceremonial procession is about to arrive in our midst with our chief guest, our guest of honor, and other dignitaries. As our ceremonial procession joins us, ladies and gentlemen, can I request us all to please rise as we welcome them in our midst. We'd now like to welcome the following dignitaries to please join us in the lighting of the traditional oil lamp as we commence with this ceremony. We'd like to invite Professor Shanika Hirimburegama, who is our chief guest, also the former UGC chairperson and former vice-chancellor of the University of Colombo, to join us near the lamp. And then we'd like to invite our guest of honor, Dr. Umar Lebbe Zainuddin, senior lecturer and former dean of the Faculty of Applied Sciences of the Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, to also join us near the traditional oil lamp. Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim Muhammad Siddiq, senior lecturer and president of Umu Darda Islamic College. Engineer Nagur Thambi Hamid Ali, the founder and CEO of IPHS Campus. Dr. Rachita Buddhika, chairman of Surado Campus. We have Samasiri Deshamanya, Mr. STK Mohammed, former superintendent of customs, All Island Justice of Peace. Mr. Abdul Hamid Fauz, who is principal, National School, Akarai Pattu. Mr. Adam Lebbe Jainuddin, divisional education officer, Akarai Pattu. Mr. Mohammad Safir Mohammad Rasad, COO, IPHS Campus. Mr. Mohammad Aliyar Tahir, Master Counselor, ISA, Zonal Education Office, Akarai Pattu. Mr. Abdul Majid Rizad Ahmed, Centre Head, IPHS Campus. Engineer Rasik Mohammad Akil, Lecturer, IPHS Campus. Mr. Mohammad Sakir Farman Ahmed, Lecturer, IPHS Campus. Engineer Farooq Mohammad Haslam, Lecturer, IPHS Campus. Mr. Harun Razmi, Lecturer, IPHS Campus. Mr. Abdul Ghafoor Mohammad Abnas, Centre Head, NIST Campus. We invite our dignitaries to come and take their places. Please be standing, ladies and gentlemen, as we allow our dignitaries to stand in front of their seats. We won't sit down yet because we have a few more formal proceedings, so please remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll allow our dignitaries to please take their seats. And I'd like to request us all to remain standing because we will now be maintaining a moment of prayerful silence in reflection and reverence as we call to mind the Almighty and honor the divine presence in our midst. So please remain standing, ladies and gentlemen, for 1 minute silence to remember the Almighty. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may please take your seats now. And with that, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to all of you to the convocation ceremony of the Institute of Professional and Higher Studies, also known as IPHS Campus. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a day of great pride and celebration and a high point in the academic calendar because today we recognize and reward the accomplishments as well as the achievements of our students. Now, this convocation ceremony, which is steeped in dignity and honor, is the culmination of all of our students' hard work over many, many months. Today at IPHS campus, we take immense pride that our hardworking students are now equipped and empowered with the skills and the qualifications they require to enrich the workforce of the construction landscape all across the world. Each graduating student here has showcased great dedication towards their academic pursuits, and therefore, as we commence with our ceremony this morning, can we please start off by hearing a huge round of applause for all of our students, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put our hands together for all of them as we congratulate them on their efforts. Yes, indeed. Now, at the very outset, as we begin with this occasion, allow me to give you all a very brief background to IPHS Campus. Established in 2021, IPHS Campus has experienced rapid growth due to the high demand for construction professionals in the Middle East. This led to the institute relocating to a bigger campus in Akaraipattu to better accommodate this huge demand. We're delighted to state that a vast number of our graduates have secured employment in the construction sector overseas, contributing significantly to our country's foreign exchange reserves. I'm sure you agree that by them going abroad and sending money back home, this is a commendable service to our nation indeed. We're also proud to share, ladies and gentlemen, that IPHS holds esteemed affiliations being registered under TVEC and affiliated with renowned UK awarding bodies such as Gatehouse Awards, OTHM, City and Guilds, and NQual, all from the UK. While many of our graduates are currently abroad, we are celebrating the accomplishments of those of the graduates who are present here this morning. Today, we will be conferring diplomas, higher national diplomas, and advanced diplomas in key programs such as quantity surveying, civil engineering, CAD, and building studies. We're sure that this batch of our hardworking students will go on to make IPHS Campus very proud indeed. So on that note, we are now ready to commence with our ceremony here this morning. Before I tell you what is the first item on the agenda, I'd like to make a very quick announcement, especially for all of the family, friends, and well-wishers of the students who are here. This is just to remind you once again that during the program, please be seated. Do not come forward to take photographs or videos. You can do so from your places, but if you come forward, you will be obstructing the videos and the photographers who are here officially. So please be seated, and we'll ensure you get the official live stream and the photographs after the function. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready to commence with the official program, and I'd now like to invite a special dignitary to do the honors of announcing the commencement of the convocation ceremony. And as I introduce him to you, it's my pleasure to state that he has a distinguished background in both business administration as well as quantity surveying. He has accumulated extensive experience in accounting and management spanning across the Middle East and Sri Lanka, and he has demonstrated exceptional leadership in various professional roles. He currently serves as the Chief Operating Officer of IPHS Campus. And with this few words of introduction, to now do the honors of announcing the commencement of our ceremony and to do the honors of the opening address as well, it's my pleasure to invite to the lectern Mr. Mohammad Safir Mohammad Rasat. Let's put our hands together and welcome him, ladies and gentlemen.
I hereby officially declared the opening of annual convocation of IPHS campus at BMICH on this Monday, 29th April 2024. I warmly welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Prof. Shanika Himburagama, former Chairperson of University Grand Commission, former Dean, University of Colombo, former Sri Lanka's Ambassador to France. I'm delighted to welcome Dr. Umar Lebbe Zainuddin, Senior Lecturer and former Dean, Faculty of Science of Southeastern University of Sri Lanka. I'm also welcome Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim Muhammad Siddiq, Senior Lecturer, President of Darda Islamic College. Esteemed guests, lecturers, staffs, graduates, and respected parents. Welcome to the IPHS Campus Convocation 2024. Today, we gather to celebrate a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. This is a momentous occasion for all of us as we honor the achievements of our graduates and send them off into the next chapter of their lives. To the graduates, I want to congratulate each and every one of you reaching this significant milestone. Your commitment to the studies, your passion for learning, and your strength in facing challenges have brought you this moment. As you prepare to embark on new journeys to pursue your dreams, remember that the knowledge and skills you have acquired here will serve as a solid foundation for your future success. I also want to acknowledge the invaluable support and encouragement provided by the families, lecturers, and staffs who have stood by our graduates throughout their academic journey. Your determined belief in their abilities has played a crucial role in their achievements, and we thank you for the dedication and guidance. As we gather together to celebrate this special day, let us reflect on the memories we have created, the friendship we have obtained, and the lessons we have learned. Let us carry forward the values of excellence. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Mr. Mohammad Safir Mohammad Rasad for setting the tone for our convocation ceremony with those wonderful opening remarks. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's our honor to now introduce to you the founder and CEO of IPHS Campus. He is a multifaceted personality with remarkable breadth of expertise and experience. With a master's in business administration, alongside bachelor's degrees in civil engineering and quantity surveying, he embodies a blend of technical proficiency and strategic management acumen. As a chartered professional manager and lecturer at IPHS Campus, he has been instrumental in nurturing the talents of young professionals. His dedication to academia is reflected in his more than a decade-long journey in the academic industry, where he has continually enriched the learning experiences of his students. Moreover, he brings valuable real-world experience, having spent 6 years as a quantity surveyor in the dynamic environment of the Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, with this introduction, we now have the privilege of listening to our founder CEO sharing his thoughts on this occasion. Please put your hands together for Engineer N.T. Hamid Ali.
Our chief guest, Professor Shanika Hirumburagama, guest of honor, Dr. Zainuddin, our special guest, IPHS campus academics, parents, and my dear graduates. Good morning to you all. Truly honored to stand here in front of you as the CEO of IPHS campus to make this keynote speech. Especially, I'm so glad to deliver the speech in front of Professor Shanika Hirumburagama, a simple, prominent personality. She was my mentor and the dean in my previous workplace, and I learned a lot of inspiring ideas, insight from her. I am also delighted to speak in front of Dr. Zainuddin, who is a senior lecturer and former dean of the science faculty of Southeastern University. And he was my A-level physics teacher too. Also, I'm so excited to share this keynote in front of the special guests, parents, and family. I'm standing here in front of my students, the heroes of today's event and the leaders of future, with the satisfaction of successfully completing the academic activities. I am so elated to be one of the lecturers in your career journey. Your hard works paid off today and your dreams become reality here. Having said that, a brief introduction about IPHS campus. As introduced by our comparer, IPHS started in 2021. A bit difficult situation in Sri Lanka immediately after the pandemic time. With just a single classroom and just there was a very tiny office. Initially, there were less than 10 number of students in the IPHS campus, and we started just only one course. It's called as a quantity surveying practice, where we delivered the quantity surveying in practical oriented way. So with that initiation, we rapidly grow, and like in 6 months time, the first ever place became insufficient to accommodate our students. So that we moved to the new place in 2022 in order to accommodate all our students, and immediately after that, we got the recognition from the Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission, namely called as TVEC, Sri Lanka, in 2022. Also, in 2022 is one of our remarkable year. We got the affiliations from the OTHM UK, and in 2023, we got the approval from the Gatehouse Awards and some other foreign qualifications called as the City and Guilds, NQL, and there are some others too. Our diplomas and high national diplomas are leading to the University Grants Commission's recognized degrees, top-up degrees. And presently, as I told you, we started just with a 10 number of students. And presently, the current number of students in IPHS campus are 250. So currently, we are having 250 current students in our campus. Mainly, we are focusing on the quantity surveying and building studies related subject, because even though the IPHS campus having so many approvals to deliver some other programs as well, but because of the industrial demand, especially in the Middle East, we are mainly focusing on the quantity surveying and the building studies areas. So if we fulfill this area only, actually we have the idea to step into the other qualification, because still we are focusing on how we can further improve and deliver the best to this industry. So having said that, since there are many parents are here, I would like to deliver a few words in Tamil language with our parents and my family. பிரதம அதிதி, கௌரவ அதிதி மற்றும் ஏனைய அதிதிகளை விழித்தவனாக, பெற்றார் மற்றும் இன்றைய நிகழ்வின் கதாநாயகர்களான அன்புக்குரிய மாணவர்களையும் விழித்தவனாக, ஐபிஎச்எஸ் கேம்பஸின் சிஇஓவாக உங்கள் முன் உரையாற்றுவதில் பெருமையும் சந்தோஷமும் அடைகின்றேன். 2021ஆம் ஆண்டு ஏப்ரல் மாதம் மிகச்சிறியதாக ஆரம்பிக்கப்பட்ட ஐபிஎச்எஸ் கேம்பஸ் இந்த 3 வருட காலத்திற்குள் துரிதமாக வளர்ச்சி அடைந்து இந்த நிலைமைக்கு வந்ததற்கு உங்களை போன்ற பெற்றோரின் நம்பிக்கை, மாணவர்களின் கற்றல் நடவடிக்கைகள் மற்றும் விரிவுரையாளரின் கற்பித்தை முறைகளும் அனுபவ பகிர்வுகளும் தான் பிரதானமான அம்சமாக கருதுகின்றேன். இதுவரை சுமார் 1000 மாணவர்கள் எமது கல்லூரியில் படித்து வெளியாயிருக்கின்றார்கள். அதில் சுமார் 700 மாணவர்கள் இதுவரைக்கும் வெளிநாடுகளுக்கு சென்றிருக்கின்றார்கள், குறிப்பாக மத்திய கிழக்கு நாடுகளை நோக்கி. அதிலும் குறிப்பாக சொல்லப்போனால் கிட்டத்தட்ட 500க்கும் மேற்பட்ட மாணவர்கள் ஏற்கனவே தொழில் வாய்ப்புகளை இந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில், இந்த பகுதியில் பெற்றிருக்கின்றார்கள். இது எமது பிரதேசத்திற்கு மாதம் ஒன்றுக்கு சுமார் 250 மில்லியன் ரூபாவுக்கும் அதிகமான அந்நிய செலாவணியை கொண்டு வருகின்றது. எமது மாணவர்களே, இவ்வளவுதான் எமது படிப்பு என்று நிறுத்திவிடக்கூடாது. மாணவர்களுக்கு நான் எப்பொழுதுமே கூறுகின்ற ஒரு அறிவுரை, இந்த இடத்தில் நின்று விடாதீர்கள். கல்வி என்பது ஒரு உண்மையிலே கரையில்லாத ஒன்று. ஆம், இந்த கற்கை நெறியுடன் நாம் வெளிநாடுகளுக்கும் எமது தொழில் வாய்ப்புகளுக்கும் செல்ல முடியும். ஆனால் கீப் ஆன் ஸ்டடி, படித்து கொண்டே இருங்கள். ஸோ நான் அடிக்கடி எமது மாணவர்களுடன் சொல்லுவது, உங்களை அடுத்த முறை காணும்போது நீங்கள் ஏதாவது ஒரு டிகிரி அல்லது ஒரு மாஸ்டர் குவாலிஃபிகேஷன் இவற்றுடன் நான் உங்களை காண வேண்டும் என்பது. உண்மையிலே இந்த நிகழ்வை இவ்வாறு ஏற்பாடு செய்ததற்கான காரணம், சாதாரணமாக ஒரு பெற்றார் எமது பிள்ளைகள் அவர்கள் இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணுவார், அவர்கள் ஃபைனான்சியலி அவர்கள் மிகவும் கஷ்டப்பட்டு பிள்ளைகளை படிக்க வைப்பார்கள். ஆனால் பிள்ளைகளை படிக்கின்ற பொழுதோ அவர்களுக்கு பார்ப்பதற்கான சந்தர்ப்பங்கள் கிடைப்பதில்லை. இதே போன்று பிள்ளைகள் வேலைகளுக்கு செல்லும் போது அவர்கள் வேலை செய்வதை பார்ப்பதற்குரிய சந்தர்ப்பங்கள் கிடைப்பதில்லை. இதனால் தான் இவ்வாறான நிகழ்வுகள் அந்த பெற்றார்களுக்கு நல்லதொரு செய்தியையும் சந்தோஷத்தையும் கொடுக்கும் என்ற அடிப்படையில் தான் இவ்வாறான நிகழ்வுகளை நாங்கள் ஏற்பாடு செய்வதற்கான பிரதானமான காரணமாக இருக்கின்றது. I'll just brief in English also what I said in Tamil in the last few words. Professor, around 1,000 students so far passed out from our campus. Nearly 700, they already migrated to the Middle East. Out of that, I can say not less than 500 students. They already employed as a quantity surveyor, which is a white collar job and highly paid salary in the Middle East. Since there is a huge demand is there for the Sri Lankan quantity surveyor, so this is the best time and to earn a lot of money. So this is bringing around 250 million rupees from the IPHS alone per month to our region and the nations. I'm seriously very proud about myself. I'm also, the IPHS also one of the contributors to rebuild our country in this crisis situation. So not only the IPHS, there are so many institutions are working behind these projects and they are doing great. So also I told to the parents, and normally the parents, they used to invest on the students' education, but they don't see normally how the students are, their childs are learning and how they are hardworking. Also, whenever the students got the job, also the parents, normally they don't get a chance to see their kids, how they are working hard. But this is the ideal place. The parents and their children, they sit together and they become happy. So that's a key reason we all the way we coming from the most east part of Sri Lanka and to the most west to conduct this landmarking event today. And finally, for our graduates, I have just 3 messages to you immediately after your graduates. Number 1, please try to focus on how to enter to the industry, mainly how to succeed your interviews. Then the second one, how to sustain the job you will get. And the third one, don't stop there and focus on your career growth. So with that 3 factors of message, as you step into the industry, remember the lessons that you have learned, the importance of integrity, the value of hard work, and the power of perseverance. Carry these values with you always, and let them guide your journey towards to the success. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to our founder and CEO, Engineer N.T. Hamid Ali, for giving us that wonderful glimpse into the progress and growth of this fantastic institution and how it's giving back to the individuals as well as to the region and nation. With that, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for us to begin with the conferment of the certifications. We are now ready to acknowledge and award all of the commendable efforts of our students who have put in work over many months, and now they are ready to receive these well-deserved diplomas, advanced diplomas and certificates. So, to now do the honors of presenting these certifications to our students, I'd like to invite the following dignitaries to please join us up on stage. We'd like to be joined by our chief guest, Professor Shanika Hirimburegama, who is former UGC chairperson and former vice chancellor of the University of Colombo. We'd also like to invite our founder and CEO, Engineer N.T. Hamid Ali, Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim Muhammad Siddiq, Senior Lecturer and President of Ummu Daharda Islamic College. And we'd also like to invite Samasiri Deshamanya, Mr. S.T.K. Mohammed, former Superintendent of Customs and All-Island Justice of Peace, to please join us as well. With that, I now invite our dignitaries to please join us up on stage as we commence with the very first segment of the conferment of diplomas. Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin with the presentation of the Higher National Diploma in Quantity Surveying. These are awarded by Gatehouse Awards UK. And with that, I'd like to now begin by inviting the first student to join us on stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, we now begin. Abdul Muttalib Atif Zimak. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. So these are our students for Higher National Diploma in Quantity Surveying. This is Abdul Muttalib Atif Zimak. Let's put our hands together for him. Next, we are joined by Abdul Alim Mohammadu Rila. Let's put our hands together. So this is our next student, Abdul Alim Mohammadu Rila. Joining us up next is going to be Abdul Ghafoor Mohammad Afred. Joining up next, Abdul Ghafoor Mohammad Amrit. Put your hands together. Well done. We then move on to Abdul Ghani Mohammad Nilas. Put your hands together for him. Well done. These are all of our students for High National Diploma in Quantity Surveying. Next, we would like to invite Abdul Hai Labib. Our next student to join us up is Abdul Jabbar Mohammad Asfaq. Congratulations to our student. We then move on to the next student to join us up, Abdul Latif Zamik Ahmed. Congratulations. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Our next student is Abdul Mahir Afnan. Joining us up next is going to be Abdul Rahman Abdullah Az-Zahi. We will then move on to the next student, who is Abdul Razak Muhammad Rizkan. Joining next, we have Abdul Salam Ahmad Azhar. We will then move on to the next student, Abdul Subhan Abdul Aziz. We have 30 students to recognize in the first segment. We're halfway through. We then move on to Abdul Wahid Rifki Ahmed. Joining us up next, Abdul Ghafoor Sahadu. Our next student is Aliyar Habibu Lebbe Mohammad Humais. Joining next, we have Allah Pichai Alamin. Our next student to join us is Anis Labib Ahmed. Joining next, we have Anwar Ahmed Razim. Our next student, Anwar Ali Ahsan Hatil. Well done to our students. We have a few more in the first segment. Joining next, we have Hamidin Mohammad Hasib. Congratulations. These are all higher national diplomas in quantity surveying from Gatehouse Awards, UK. Joining next, we have Haritu Ahmed Juman. Our next student is Hikayat Muhammad Afrit. Joining next, we have Ilyas Akdas Ahmad. Our next student is Imad Muhammad. Joining next, Irasa Marikar Muhammad Saddam. Our next student is Irasa Marikar Muhammad Aflal. Joining next, we have Ishadeen Insif Ahmed. We will then move on to Ayub Khan Muhammad Nifras. And in our first segment, we have one final student to recognize, and that is Maghbul Ahmed Razim. And with that, we come to the end of the first segment. We say thank you very much to our dignitaries on stage. You can feel free to take your seats in the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for all of the students who got their certificates right now in the first segment. Well done to you. And before we move into the second segment, it's time for us now to hear a few words from our guest of honor today. Allow me to introduce our guest of honor to you. Our guest of honor is Senior Lecturer and former Dean of the Faculty of Applied Sciences of the Southeastern University of Sri Lanka. With an illustrious academic background, including a PhD in physics from the University of Peradeniya, in collaboration with the Technical University of Denmark, he brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to our gathering. His extensive experience in various capacities, such as Head of Department, Dean, Director, Senior Lecturer at reputable institutes and universities, highlights his commitment to academic excellence and research advancement. His contributions to the field of physics have garnered international recognition. As an editor, chair of research conferences, a recipient of grants and awards, his impact extends beyond just academia into the realms of scientific innovation and national development. We're honored to have him here today as our guest of honor, as we now invite him to share his thoughts with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, to now address the gathering, please put your hands together for Dr. Umar Lebbe Zainuddin.
Mr. Hamir Ali, the founder and CEO of the IPHS campus, the director IPHS campus, Professor Shanika Hirumrukame, the former chairperson of the UGC and today chief guest, and the graduates and the parents, invitees, and ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to extend my warmest congratulations to each and every one of you, those who are receiving awards today. Your dedication and hard work have paid off, and you should be incredibly proud of this achievement. This milestone marks not only your expertise in your respective fields, but also your commitment to continuous learning and growth. Your certificates symbolize your readiness to tackle challenges and make significant contribution in your chosen profession. May this accomplishment open doors to exciting opportunities ahead. I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation for the IPHS campus for hosting this event, especially Mr. Hamir Ali, for take all responsibility on his shoulder and doing in a proper manner. Your commitment to excellence in education and fostering an environment where students can thrive intellectually and personally is true commendable. It is well aware that there are many private institutes located in city areas as well as rural areas of Sri Lanka provide higher education and professional studies. Let's take a moment to appreciate the invaluable contribution of private institutes located far away from the city. These institutes play a vital role in expanding educational opportunity to regions where access might otherwise be limited. Despite the challenges of distance and logistics, they persist in providing quality education and valuable service in their communities. Through their dedication, they empower individuals to pursue their academic and professional goals regardless of geographical barriers. Their commitment to education deserves recognition and gratitude as they positively impact countless lives and contribute to the overall development of the society. Thank you to these institutes for their unwavering service to dedication and education. On the other hand, our youngsters currently face a big challenge, that is the prolonged duration of completing university studies. This challenge not only impacts the individual aspirations of our young minds, but also casts a shadow over the socio-economic landscape of our beloved country. The average age upon completion of university studies has become an alarming concern, one that demands our immediate attention and concerted efforts. It is found that the journey from the enrollment to the school to the graduation has elongated, burdened by various factors. This severely causes not only delays the entry of our youth into workplace, but also intensify the strain on families and society as a whole. In light of these challenges, I believe that there are several steps that the relevant responsible authorities should take to rectify the issues. Furthermore, efforts should be made to promote collaboration and partnership between public and private institutes. This is very important. By working together, we can harness collective expertise, the resources of both sectors to drive innovation, expand access of education. With that, once again, I would like to congratulate all the award recipients today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to our guest of honor, Dr. Zainuddin, for inspiring our graduates here with your encouraging remarks. With that, we're now moving into the second segment of the presentation of certifications. And to do the honors of presenting these to our students, I'd like to once again welcome on stage Professor Shanika Hirimburegama, our chief guest. We'd also like to invite Mr. Mohammad Safir Mohammad Rasat, our COO. Dr. Zainuddin, our guest of honor, will also be joining us. And we'd also like to invite Dr. Rachita Buddhika, the chairman of Surado campus, to also join in. We now invite our dignitaries to please join us on stage for the presentation of the certifications. We're now moving into the next segment of Higher National Diploma in Quantity Surveying, which are awarded by Gatehouse Awards UK. We have another 30 students to recognize in this segment. And so, without further ado, as our dignitaries join us on stage, we are now ready to begin. We'd like to start off with Meera Sahibu Muhammad Siraj. Let's put our hands together. Our next student, Mihijar Dinul Faiz. We then move on to the next student, Muhammad Abdul Qadir Mafaz Muhammad. Well done. These are the high national diplomas in quantity surveying. Next, we'd like to invite Muhammad Asanar Ashat Ahmed. Our next student is Muhammad Hafil Ashar. Joining up next, we have Muhammad Hairul Aman Mukshit Ahmed. Our next student, Muhammad Ibralebe Muhammad Safir. We then move on, Muhammad Ilyas Ifkar Ahmed. We then will have Muhammad Jalil Muhammad Ayat. Our next student, Muhammad Latif Sahdi Ahmed. Joining next, we have Muhammad Naushad Husni Mubarak. Our next student, Muhammad Nisar Muhammad Uwais. Joining next, we have Muhammad Rafiq Muhammad Natis. Our next student, Muhammad Ramin Ahmed Nafli. We then move on to Muhammad Jasmi Muhammad Sabik. Our next student, Muhammad Safir Rusti Ahmed. Joining us next, we have Muhammad Samim Simas Ahmed. Our next student, Mohammad Sarjun Adambawa. Joining next, we have Mohammad Abu Bakr Haneek Ahmed. Our next student is Mohammad Hisnat Anshif Ahmed. Joining next, Mohammad Sufyan Abdul Hati. Our next student, Muhyiddin Baba Fadir Ali. Mauzook Tanis Ahmed. Joining next, Mubarak Abdul Rahman. Our next student, Muhammadu Hassan Musti Ahmed. Joining next, Muhammadu Rizan Akhtas Ahmed. Joining next, Muhammadu Badruddin Muhammadu Musakir. Next, we have Naheem Muhammad Affat. We then move on to Naina Muhammad Nadir. And with that, we will move to the final name in the High National Diploma for Quantity Surveying, Nasser Nakir. This is our second segment for High National Diploma in Quantity Surveying awarded by Gatehouse Awards UK. Thank you very much to our presenters. We'd like to invite you to take your seats. And meanwhile, ladies and gentlemen, can we please put our hands together for all of the students in the second segment of certifications. Before we move on to the third and final segment of the presentation of certifications, ladies and gentlemen, it's now our utmost privilege to hear from our chief guest this morning. Please allow me to introduce her to you. With a career spanning decades, Professor Shanika Hirimburegama has exemplified dedication, leadership, and innovation in various domains. Beginning her journey as a student at Vishaka Vidyalaya and later excelling in botany at the University of Colombo, she has embarked on a path of continuous learning and excellence. Her academic journey took her to prestigious institutions, including the Postgraduate Institute of Agriculture, Peradeniya, and the Catholic University of Leuven, Belgium, where she earned her PhD. As the 17th Vice-Chancellor of the University of Colombo and the First Lady Chairperson of the University Grants Commission, she has spearheaded transformative initiatives that have shaped the landscape of higher education in Sri Lanka. Her commitment to agricultural technology and rural development is commendable. Through her pioneering work in banana tissue culture and the establishment of the Institute of Agrotechnology and Rural Science, she has significantly impacted the lives of farmers, enhancing agricultural practices and livelihoods. Beyond academia, her diplomatic endeavors have been noteworthy. Serving as Sri Lanka's ambassador to France and the permanent delegate to UNESCO, Professor Shanika has fostered international collaborations and promoted cultural exchange. Today, we are honored to have Professor Shanika as our chief guest. It's now our pleasure to invite her to address the gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Professor Shanika Hirimburegama.
Ayubowan, Vanakkam, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to you. CEO and founder of the Institute of Professional Higher Studies, Mr. Hamid, and the academic administrative team of the IPHS, guest of honor, Dr. Umar Zandi, former Dean of the Faculty of Applied Sciences, Southeastern University, distinguished education leaders, principals, and other distinguished guests, dear parents, and my dear students. First of all, I wish to thank founder, CEO, and founder IPHS campus for Mr. Hamid for inviting me to the first convocation as a chief guest and to deliver a brief speech. I have known Mr. Hamid for past several years, and my good friend Riaz introduced me to Mr. Hamid in Batiklo, Katankundi. Mr. Hamid is a highly competent and capable person. And I'm happy that you are all got educated through the IPHS, which was developed by Mr. Hamid. Having been at the University of Colombo for more than 40 years of my life, I'm happy to say a few words, a few of my experience at this convocation. Education is the best investment parents could give to their children. If they are well educated and knowledgeable, they could find employment anywhere in the world. It is necessary to introduce science culture, especially STEM education, from childhood. It is also necessary to understand that STEM education is not superior to other disciplines. And also STEM education is technology-dependent way of life. And all these students, they are all competent in their IT skills more than us, more than our generation. A leader who understands the importance of STEM education for poverty reduction and to introduce it to rural schools is highly essential. A leader should have a vision for the future and commitment for development of the country. It has to be a win-win situation. Unfortunately, it has not happened. Also, technological, compatible, committed people are essential, especially the youth. At the University of Colombo, we started the Institute for Agrotechnology and Rural Sciences at Veligata Hambantota, whereby technology was introduced to the rural farming community. Banana farmers using tissue culture plants achieved tenfold increased income with science and technology knowledge. Purchasing power was increased and poverty was reduced. Also, the farming community was given opportunity to obtain a Bachelor of Agrotechnology from University of Colombo that we have developed. This program was entirely online using Moodle platform. Up to now, more than 400 farmers are degree holders and they could apply directly their knowledge and come up with the technologies. They have made their own companies where rural people could find the jobs. A degree means knowledge, skills, and confidence given to a person. By giving knowledge to those who are directly involved in agriculture, would enable them to use the technology immediately and also to be involved in marketing and gaining IT knowledge. In many countries, farming communities are degree holders, especially in agriculture and marketing. They are called businessmen, agribusinessmen with high purchasing power. As parents, you could be proud that you have supported your children to gain qualifications in a reputed campus. My advice for diploma holders to pursue further education in information technology and artificial intelligence with the current education background you have gained, because everything is now digitalized. Wherever there is a failure, remember, there is a statement, failures are the pillars of success. So don't be disappointed. Keep going. Passion is the key. If you have a passion, then you will be successful in whatever field you are in. Success in life will not become complete without inculcating human values, because we strongly believe in blessings. Our country has many resources, both human and natural resources, that could be utilized for economic development. Industries developed through science and technology provide employment at all levels. When industries are developed, many sectors such as medicine, engineering, IT, legal, management, and even labor force will be benefited. We need youth creators and entrepreneurs for our country. And the government needs to give priority for the experienced youth. Unfortunately, it does not happen. All youth are leaving. It's a very sad situation. It's also important to have knowledgeable, smart, ethical officers in key positions for the economic development of a country. Executing their duties and responsibilities in those positions with great integrity and gaining respect is needed. If not, country cannot sustain economic stability. Having experience in other countries, this is how a country could develop. It's a win-win situation. At this difficult period, we need to be more tolerant and patient to have a peaceful family life while educating the children. We need to be more committed towards our work and maintain family life as well. Mothers have to play a major role in this aspect. I cannot speak in Tamil. Mothers have to, අම්මලා තමයි වැඩිපුරම මෙතන කාලේ මේ සඳහා යොමු කරන්න ඕන. I'm sorry, I cannot speak in Tamil. Parents should not push their children to do what they want and thereby making children miserable. Read their talents. In every field, one could reach to the top in an ethical manner. Ethical is sadacharaatmaka and narimurei. I got it from... however busy parents are, if family is not progressing, children's education not successful, and family is unhappy, finally, parents have not achieved anything. If children are economically in good positions, it is up to the children to show gratitude to their parents. Nandri Udan. Right? Am I correct? Yes. To their parents. This is how a country could develop, showing gratitude, Nandridam, to the parents will illustrate their children how they should treat the parents, how they should treat their own parents. Finances play a role, but at the end, one needs to be happy with peaceful mind. In our society, parents have a greater role to play for the next generation to remove the dependent mentality. Sorry, I cannot say in Tamil. Dependent mentality, it's not, we have to be strong, right? We have to, because our people, from our minds, dependent mentality from young minds. In many countries, people have to work hard and earn. In many countries, people have to work hard and earn. Right? It's only it's in our country only, dependent mentality is still there. Allow them to work hard while taking reliable risks and earn. There is a value to their earnings. Instilling ethical, compassionate, sympathetic, and positive attitudes in younger generation are key factors for our country. Development of a country means developing its majority of human resources economically and ethically. Ethically is Nari Murai. Right? Development of a country means developing its majority of human resources economically and ethically. For this, we need ethical parents and teachers to set an example for the next generation. It's also our responsibility as parents and teachers to educate not only subject matter, but also to become a respectable human being to the society. Having worked with rural women for several decades, I strongly believe that when women are empowered, their families would be more benefited. Mothers would educate their children, give healthy, nourishing food for the family, and there will be better financial management at home, and would empower with sustained culture. This is why UNESCO considers education is important. It's extremely important, especially for girls. Finally, I wish to highlight that nothing in life comes easy. You must work smart and you must do the best to achieve your goals in an ethical manner. This is my experience. While doing so, always be ethical and honorable citizen, and you will be blessed. Also, remember, there must be a balance in health, wealth, and happiness. My great wish is our country would be and could be brought forward to a developed state having a significant level of resources, both human and natural. Thank you. Thank you for it.
Thank you very much to our chief guest, Professor Shanika Hirimburegama, for that wonderful and inspiring message and for really enriching our convocation ceremony with valuable insights. We're now moving into the third and final segment of the presentation of certifications. To do the honors of this final segment, I'd like to once again invite back on stage our chief guest, Professor Shanika Hirimburegama. We'd also like to invite Mr. Abdul Majid Rizad Ahmed, Center Head, IPHS Campus, Mr. Adam Lebe Jainuddin, Divisional Education Officer, Akaraipattu, Mr. Abdul Hamid Fawz, Principal, National School, Akaraipattu, and we'd also like to invite Mr. Muhammad Aliar Tahir, Master Counselor, ISA Zonal Education Office, Akkarai Pattu. I'd like to invite our dignitaries to please join us up on stage as we will now be moving into the final segment of the presentation of certifications. We have the next 30 students to recognize right now. We will be starting off with the Higher National Diploma in Quantity Surveying, awarded by Gatehouse Awards, UK. We will start off with the first name on the list now, and that is Nisamuddin Rusti Ahmed. Put your hands together. Our next student, Nufais Abu Nafli Ahmed. We will then move on to Ramiz Afzal Ahmed. Our next student, Razik Riza Ahmed. Joining next, Rila Mohammad Rahil. Joining next, Riaz Rusni Ahmed. Well done. We then move on to Sadiq Sanij Ahmed. Our next student, Saino Abdeen Tanveer Nisat. Joining next, we have Sameem Ahmed Safir. We then move on to Samsuddin Mehboob. Our next student is Saruddin Muhammad Sanij. Joining next, Sitiq Fatis Ahmed. Our next student, Siat Anfas Ahmed. We then move on to Subaydin Mohammad Fahmi. Our next student, Subaydin Mohammad Safan. Joining next, we have Subair Sasik Yasari. Our next student, Sukuruddin Mohammad Riham. Joining next, we have Tajur Muhammad Asad. Our next student, Uduma Lebbe Hamdi. Joining next, we have Yaqub Muhammad Ahdir. And our next student is Yasin Bawa Muhammad Ansat. With this diploma, we come to the end of the Higher National Diploma in Quantity Surveying. We will now be moving into the Higher National Diploma in Civil Engineering, awarded by Gatehouse Awards UK. And this goes to Muhammad Merlin Muhammad Illas. Let's put our hands together. Well done to you. High National Diploma in Civil Engineering from Gatehouse Awards UK. Our next certification is Diploma in Quantity Surveying from Gatehouse Awards UK. We start off with Amin Naseed Ahmed. Well done and congratulations. We have yet another Diploma in Quantity Surveying. Our next student is Mahroof Muhammad Manasir. We have one more Diploma in Quantity Surveying coming next, and that goes to Yogeswaran Midursan. Our next certification is the Diploma in CAD and Building Studies, awarded by Gatehouse Awards UK. And this goes to Muhammad Abu Bakr Muhammad Fasni. And following this, we have the final segment of diplomas. This is the Advanced Diploma in Civil Engineering from the City and Guilds UK. We start off with Muhammadu Sufyan Fatima Sana. Congratulations to you. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we have Rafiuddin Muhammad Rifki. We have two more names to go. Advanced Diploma in Civil Engineering from City and Guilds UK. Next, we have Ramiz Afzal Ahmed. Congratulations. And with that, we have one more student, the final name for today, and that is Razeen Izam Mohammed. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. These are the Advanced Diplomas in Civil Engineering from City and Guilds UK. With that, as we come to the end of this segment of presentations, we'd like to invite our chief guest to remain on stage, but the rest of our dignitaries can take their seats. So Professor Shanika, please remain, but the rest of the dignitaries will take their seats. And I'd like to invite Engineer N.T. Hamid Ali, our founder and CEO, to please join Professor Shanika on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end, almost, of this wonderful ceremony this morning, it's time to offer our gratitude to our outstanding special guests who've made their time to be here with us this morning. So on behalf of IPHS Campus, we'd like to present a token of appreciation to our special guests. We start off with a token of appreciation to our chief guest this morning. We have Professor Shanika Hirimburegama, the former UGC chairperson and former vice-chancellor of the University of Colombo. We now have a token of appreciation being brought forward as we invite Engineer N.T. Hamid Ali, the founder and CEO of IPHS Campus, to do the honors. So this is a special memento to thank Professor Shanika for her time and her presence. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for our wonderful chief guest. Thank you very much, Professor. We invite you to remain on stage, Professor. You can just hand it over because we would now like to hand over the others from your hands. So we'd like you to remain on stage as we give you the honor to present tokens to the others. Now, I'd like to invite on stage our guest of honor, Dr. Umar Lebe Zainuddin. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for our guest of honor as we say thank you to Dr. Zainuddin for joining us here. We have a token of appreciation being brought forward for our guest of honor. As you already know, Dr. Zainuddin is Senior Lecturer and the former Dean of the Faculty of Applied Sciences, Southeastern University of Sri Lanka. We invite our chief guest to present this. Let's put our hands together for our guest of honor. And once again, we'd like to invite you, sir, to please do the honors of presenting it back because the next we would like you to join in. Our chief guest will, of course, do the honors of presenting it to the rest of the special guests. I'd like to now invite Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim Muhammad Siddiq to please join us, Senior Lecturer and President of Darda Islamic College. Let's put our hands together as we say thank you to Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim Muhammad Siddiq. We have a token coming your way. So this is for our special guest, Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim Muhammad Siddiq. Thank you to you, sir. Next, we'd like to invite Mr. Zainul Abdeen Najimuddin, Chairman of, I believe he's not here, but we will move on. Mr. Abdul Hamid Fawz, Principal, National School, Akarai Pattu. We'd like to invite you, sir. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Abdul Hamid Fawz. We say thank you to him for joining us here at our convocation ceremony. Well done, and thank you so much for your presence. So now for representing Mr. Zainul Abdeen Najimuddin, we'd like to invite a representative to join us up. Mr. Zainul Abdeen Najimuddin is Chairman of CCAS Campus and Country Representative of Gatehouse Awards. We have individual here to accept this token on behalf of Mr. Najimuddin. So let's put our hands together as we appreciate Mr. Zainul Abdeen Najimuddin in his absence. Next, we'd like to invite Mr. Adam Lebe Jainuddin to join us up. He is Divisional Education Officer, Akarai Pattu, and we'd like to appreciate him for his time and presence with us this morning. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Adam Lebe Jainuddin. Thank you so much for your presence with us. We also have a token coming to Mr. Muhammad Aliyar Tahir. We'd like to invite him respectfully to join us up on stage. He is Master Counselor, ISA Zonal Education Office at Akarai Pattu, and we say thank you to him for gracing our occasion as our special guest. Here we have Mr. Muhammad Aliyar Tahir. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as we say thank you to our special guests for joining us up. With that, I think it's nice to now take this opportunity to take a photograph with all of our special guests on stage. So perhaps we'd like to invite our dignitaries to please face the camera as we have a nice group photograph of our chief guest as well as our other special guests on stage. So these wonderful individuals, ladies and gentlemen, have come from very far to grace our occasion and to add value with their wonderful wisdom for our students. We are so grateful that each of them could take out time, travel the distance to be here with us. And as they join us up on stage for a group photograph, ladies and gentlemen, can we show our appreciation to them by putting our hands together and saying thank you very much to all of the dignitaries who've joined us here for our convocation ceremony at IPHS campus. We say a big thank you to each and every one of them as we now take this opportunity to capture this wonderful moment in a group photograph. And as the group photograph is being now taken, we are shortly coming to the end of our formal proceedings. Thank you very much to... No? Okay. We'd like to invite our staff to please join us up on stage. The staff, we'd like you to join in a group photograph as well. So can we kindly request all of our staff members to quickly join us up on stage for this wonderful moment, as we have all of our dignitaries on stage as well. So this is a photograph of our staff with our chief guest. So we invite our staff to please join in on stage. This is the wonderful team at IPHS campus that makes all of the learning and education possible, that nurtures the young minds who come into this wonderful institute. And so I'm sure we appreciate all of these wonderful faculty members and staff members who play a pivotal role at the institution. So as they join us up here, can we please put our hands together and say thank you to the staff members of IPHS campus. We greatly appreciate all of their efforts day in and day out to train our young minds who will be soon going overseas and enriching our motherland with the foreign exchange that they bring. So we say thank you to them for molding the young students who have got their certificates this morning. We're almost drawing to the close of the formal proceedings. We say thank you very much to all of the staff members for joining us up on stage. And with that, as we come to the end of our official proceedings, it's time now for us to offer our gratitude to all of the individuals and institutions who've played a pivotal role in ensuring that this ceremony has been a fantastic success. We will now have the official vote of thanks being delivered by Miss Abubakar Sanofa Nashat. Allow me to introduce her to you. She has graduated with a Bachelor's of Arts in Linguistics and Translation. She previously served as Assistant Lecturer in Linguistics and Translation at the Southeastern University of Sri Lanka, and currently she serves as the Head of Centre Administration at IPHS campus. So to now deliver the vote of thanks, let's put our hands together and welcome Miss Abubakar Sanofa Nashat.
Good afternoon to our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Shanika Hirimuragame, Guest of Honor, Dr. Zainuddin, special guests, lecturers, staff, graduates, parents, management committee, and everyone gathered here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledgement for the contribution of those who worked really hard to make this day possible. First of all, I would like to thank God Almighty, who given strength and courage to do everything well. A special thanks to our chief guest, Professor Shanika Hirimuragame, for accepting our invitation and for being here with us today, in spite of her busy schedule. Your thoughts have very truly inspired us. Thank you once again, ma'am, for your stimulating and captivating words. We are sure that our students are truly motivated by your pearls of wisdom. Next, I also want to thank our guest of honor, Dr. Zainuddin, for his active participation in our event. You truly made this day enlightening for us. Your deep and intellectual way of imparting knowledge has added the glory of this event. Next, a great leader is the one who leads by setting a trail worthy to be followed. As we climb the ladder of success with more and more vigor and versatility. There is the presence of capable and resilient leader among us today. I extend my sincere gratitude to our respected CEO, Mr. Habib Ali, for the constant support in all our endeavors. Thank you, sir. An event like cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling weeks ago. It requires planning and a bird's eye for detail. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very proactive and dedicated staff. I am short of words for their involvement and their willingness to take the completion of tasks beyond their comfort zones. And next, to the delighted parents and families of our graduates, I offer my sincere thanks for entrusting us with the education and growth of your loved ones. Your unwavering support, love, and encouragement have been contributory in the success of our students, and we are grateful for the trust you have placed in us. Thank you very much. I would also like to thank our each and every graduate for being here and making this day a wonderful and memorable. Thank you once again. I would like to thank the people who worked behind this program, such as technical arrangement team, stage setting team, light arrangement team, and all the housekeeping staff. I would like to thank all the known and unknown hands that contributed for the success of this program. Last but not the least, a big thank you to each one of you who made our convocation memorable. I am very grateful for giving me this opportunity. Be yourself, be happy, and grow higher. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Ms. Sanofa for those warm words of gratitude expressed to everybody involved in making our convocation ceremony today a memorable event. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now ready to draw the curtains on this extremely significant occasion of IPHS campus. It's now time to officially conclude and declare the convocation ceremony closed. To do the honors of the same, it's my pleasure to welcome back to the lectern the Chief Operating Officer of IPHS campus. Let's welcome Mr. Mohammad Safir Mohammad Rasat.
I hereby officially declared closing of this convocation.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. And as we now conclude our wonderful occasion, we hope that our graduates feel that their recognitions, achievements, and accomplishments have been fittingly felicitated at this event of great honor and splendor. We wish all the best to our young graduates, and we hope you'll keep reaching great heights and continue to make IPHS campus proud. Now, I do have a few announcements before we officially wrap up. We will now like to invite all of the students to please line up and leave the hall, because you will soon be heading for your group photograph in front of the main BMICH hall entrance. So all of our students will now line up and leave the hall. Parents, please remain seated until your students leave, and then after that, I'll invite the parents to join us for refreshments right outside. So with that being said, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your presence here this morning, and I wish all of you a great day ahead. Thank you for joining us, and have a nice day.